Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is Your Turn to Die. And we are getting into a deeper section of the main game. And I feel like it's very different this time around because everyone feels a little bit united. You know what I mean? Even if it's like a little bit, right? Because here's the thing, we're always united and we care about each other. But as we say in this game, humans are complicated. People are complicated. And alliances and friendships and the love you have for one another can be very, very cloudy when it comes to your life being in jeopardy. And I'm not saying, I know people will probably say, well, I would always back up my friends. But I'm saying in this case, these characters... Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Your Turn to Die. And things are getting even more serious than before. Because now we have a new type of drama in this, where we have to try and find a transgression from Gashu so we can extend the time of this final, not final, because there is like another chapter right after this as well, the main game as well. Hello, baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Homer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Your Turn to Die, and we are now trying to find the transgression from Gashu so we can extend the main game by another 24 hours, and it really is like... I don't know, it's a different energy than just like trying to find out who we're going to pick to die, right? It's a very much different energy, I feel like, as well. So let's just go and start talking to everybody. Got this roster lists the chance of survival for the participants in the death game. Did we not extract that? I thought I extracted it, no? There we go, okay. Even I wasn't told any more details than that. I just got a whole lecture on how the exact unmistakable their data is. Data was. Can you recall anything else at all? What is it? Now that I think about it, they might have used the word candidates, not participants. Candidates, not participants. I wonder if there's any difference between candidates and... I think there is, though, isn't there? Like, again, I don't know the actual definition by, like, heart, but, like, for me, like, yes, technically, if you're a candidate, you don't have to participate, right? Like, you can be a participant in something where you weren't a candidate for that, right? So it's like, say you can be a participant in a hot dog eating contest. That doesn't mean that they saw you as, like, a candidate to win the hot dog eating contest. Like, the candidate for winning might be the person who's won 2 years in a row and the person who came runner-up and the person who came third place last year, right? Doesn't mean you're a candidate, you're a participant, right? And in this case as well, it's one of those situations where, like, the example would be, it's like, you know, if you do, like, there's a difference between, like, let's say someone's doing a scientific experiment in NASA, and they're trying to find, like, they're trying to find something to do with, like, some sort of, like, sports athlete, strength, whatever, and they go, okay, well, the candidate for this would be this athlete, because he has, like, this, like, insurmountable strength, and we need to see how, like, that can survive against aliens in space, and stuff like this as well, you know, versus, like, if someone then just, like, decided, like, hey, I'm going to do this as well, even though, like, I don't want to, you know, I'm not chosen for this. That would be a participant, right? If someone participated in those trials to see who's going to fight the aliens, they would be just a participant. If someone's chosen as, like, a candidate, they would be someone who's, like a candidate, right? It's like a candidate. Yeah, I know it's weird because, like, what So is saying is that it's true. Like, if you're a candidate for presidency, you're technically still participating. If you're a candidate for election, for a game or whatever it is, and you're in that, you're technically still a participant, right? In some ways. If there's a chance the kidnappers were using those terms distinctly, then maybe that's the thing. Participants and candidates. Okay, so we have to find out, like, why they're using those terms distinctly. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can be a candidate. Obviously, candidates can participate, but not all participants were chosen as candidates of something in life, you know? If So was an alias, that means there's actually 4 not listed, right? So there's 4 not listed. Yeah, can't think of any common points between those 4, but maybe we can figure out something in common between the 16 who are on the roster. What do these 16 have in common? If there's something out about these sheets we're still overlooking, we've established the chances of victory in everyone's real names, but, for instance, we haven't touched on them, so maybe there's something odd about the occupations. The occupations? So she's thinking something to do with the occupations. Is kind of curious how Sarah's chance of victories are the highest. Let's check it out together. Oh shit, it's just the list stuff. Yes, of course. Yeah. We can check it out if we want to. But yeah, we have, 16 names here as well. Kai, Kugi, Joe, and Now are the 4 not on the roster. Since we learned the loader's real name, there's no question it's these 4. But I don't know what they have in common. There's a mix of living and not living people. Someone we've never met. There must be something in common? You said they determined these chances of victory by running simulation AIs, right? Our AI cells must have killed each other over and over to produce this data, and then been reset to do it all over again. Could that monitor room have been the place they did the test runs? Oh wait, they're AIs, so they'd only have to fight digitally. True, no reason they would have to need to assemble in that room. Don't think about it. I heard there was something unique about the AIs in the monitor room. That they're all candidates. Oh, there we go. Okay, all the candidates. So we have a versus, I think, already here. I think it's a good thing to do. It's like you take one word and you relate it to like what someone else said. Again, I always use the term Ace Attorney brain because like it's not just Ace Attorney brain. People might be just just common sense. But I feel like Ace Attorney brain, you hear a word and you go, oh, he said candidate 2 minutes ago, you know? That type of thing. And it always works really well. What? Hang on. What's this about candidates? Are participants and candidates really the same? I argue that they're not always the same. In real life, like, you know, the participants, those are 20 people who were brought into this game. Then what are the candidates the Floor Master spoke of? Those left in the final vote, those qualified to win. To me, a candidate would be someone who is qualified to win, right? You are a candidate for this program to fight against the aliens, you know? You were qualified to fight against aliens. We're using such a bad analogy here, but that's not even happening. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I don't know. Maybe, who knows? But yeah, you know, it's someone who's like qualified. It's those with the qualifications, those who fulfill the conditions to be the ultimate winner. And with that in mind, if Gashu, who swears loyalty to the organization, were to make a transgression, he tried to kill a candidate? Because they're... Right? Did he try to kill a candidate? Wrong. That would be defying the organization. If Gashu swears loyalty to the organization... Oh, so to kill a non... Okay, sorry, I was a little confused there. Okay. What if there was one of us that didn't have the right to victory, a non-candidate? Gashu would try to kill them. Oh, wait. Okay, I get it now. So if he gives the person a sacrifice who is not supposed to win and they get killed during this whole thing, right? Does that mean that everyone else would, they would survive, which means that the whole percentage-based stuff doesn't mean a thing then, if they weren't a candidate? I should know it now. Who here is not a candidate? So, like, again, she said the 16 that were on the list were candidates, and the ones who were not on the list were, oh, it's whoever wasn't on the list then. And the only one here is now. Because Shin was on the list, right? Everyone else was on the list. The people who weren't on the list were Joe, Kugi, Kai, and Now. And Now is the only one left out of the list. It's Now. Now is the only non-candidate, so she has the sacrifice. There we go. Now has the sacrifice card. Now. Yes. You have the sacrifice, don't you? Huh? This roster lists the names of candidates who are those who are qualified for victory. Even Shin Sukumi, with a 0% chance to actually win, is listed. Yeah, because it's like, that's interesting, isn't it? Like that even with someone with 0% chance is a chance to win. But now, out of us survivors, your name is the only one missing. And in the monitor room too, there was no AI of you. No, there didn't exist a Now AI to begin with. Because you were an outsider who didn't meet the qualifications to be a candidate. And so Gashu tried to kill you. He sent the sacrifice with its high risk of death to Now. Okay, this was your transgression, Gashu. Is it? Oh, okay. Fantastic, simple fantasy. Well done, Sarah. Such overwhelming. All of your cooperation, your unity, you assaulted your Gashu and quizzes. Yes, indeed, you're the chosen one. The chosen one. The chosen one. Remember our dad talked about us as being like somewhat like important as well? What's crazy about this is that like even though like on all the side of this we're voting Now as a sacrifice, right? But we're trying to extend the game, so this isn't us trying to like kill Now. This is us trying to get the game extended by 24 hours, right? So like whilst it's still okay for Now to be terrified, because it's so true, but because here's the thing, Now not giving up her idea of her being the sacrifice. Someone might say, well, why didn't she just tell us? This would have showed us like a lot more. The problem is, let's say we don't find the transgression and we just have to vote, right? She's dead. Like, and she knows this, right? That's the thing. It's like we can sit here on her blue face and say, why wouldn't she just say it? This would have made everything much clearer. It's like, because if this didn't work out, Now is dead. And she knows she would have died. You know what I mean? So, like, it makes sense why she would keep it still close to the chest, in my opinion. It's over. All the energy's leaving me. Our long discussion. Whoa, and at the end, we earned it. Victory. A moment's survival. I don't like the way they're saying this, though. I don't like the way they're saying this. I'm sorry, but do not worry about it whatsoever. I kept quiet about the sacrifice the whole time. It's a terrifying card. It's the most terrifying card. When I thought about what would happen if we weren't able to expose him, I just couldn't say exactly. Now, exactly 110%, exactly 100%. Do not worry about that. It's not your fault. It's not your fault now. All the fault lies with Gashu. And it's not even about a fault, really. I shouldn't even say the word fault, because, like, the thing is, like, put yourself in her shoes again, right? Put yourself in Nao's shoes. If I'm sitting there with that sacrifice card, I'm saying to myself, I really trust these guys, but what if they don't win? Then I'm dead. I need to survive, you know? Your survival will kick in. Answer me, Gashu. Candidates, this death game, what's it all even mean? I will say but one thing. Everyone, have you ever harbored doubts about your upbringing? Upbringing, what? What are you talking about? That is my first and last hint for you. What are you talking about? Last? Mr. Sherry, you've overlooked something important about the Floor Master's code. About the code? It is written clearly. If there's misconduct during the game, it either proceeds with the transgressor's death or must be retired for 24 hours. Huh? I promise you that I will fulfill my duty as per the code. What does he mean? What? No! No! Oh my god, no! No! The game's gonna keep going! That means now is gone! If the game keeps going, now is dead, because there's no way they can vote for now. Oh my god, what the hell? Your kids, don't do this. Stop, earn victory. What are you talking about? Jesus freaking Christ, are you serious? Holy hell. No, no way, this is... And it's the first time we're getting a visual of them behind all the podiums and stuff like this, and I can't even, like, enjoy this visual. He offed himself. Gashu. Oh my god. He did. The main game continues. We banked on the idea that someone would want to survive. We banked on that idea. No. It's impossible. It should be over. Why is this? We don't get to extend it. That is brutal. That is brutal. That is so horrible. He was going to do this from the start? That is so horrible, man. Just for a day's extension, we hung out stubbornly and put our lives on the line. That's exactly what happened. We fought to get this day extension. So reached his hand out to us to get this day extension, and yet Gashu casually threw his life away. That's so bad. He easily shot down our hope. Who could be capable of such a thing? He's a demon. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. A demon. This shouldn't have... Saphalin. Please, it's an emergency, right? Suspend the main game. Oh, so that's us saying it. Sorry, I'm playing the game. I can't do that. I can only act as a substitute. No, you're really going to continue? And now no, she's dead. Because, like, how else? How else is it going to go down? We don't want Now to die, but there is no earthly way we can ever vote for Now to be the to die, because then she will survive and all of us will die. And here's the thing. It's a horrible way to look at it, but it's just, we have to look at it from the perspective of the game. This is what's happening. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's like, oh, we have someone who's we can't vote for. We've narrowed it down. It's all within the rules, and if I refuse, everyone will die. This isn't right. This isn't right at all. Man, she probably felt like, okay, we have something here. You know, she probably felt this a little bit of relief. I'm begging you, it doesn't have to be 24 hours. At least let us retry. I'm sorry. I'll do anything just... Oh, gee, yeah, because she's pleading now as well. Because, again, of course she would be. Because she knows this is certain death for her. I'm sorry. That is so horrible. That is so horrible. Now as a sacrifice, she's dead. No one will vote for her. She is gone. She is gone. And we need to choose two. One of the commoners What? What? Oh my god, yeah, Because the Keymaster is Keiji, right? And oh my god, so we know that Now is dead, and then we have to decide whether Connor's soul is gonna die as well. I'm so sorry. I'm so like. Now's the sacrifice and the Keymaster. We only vote for Sora Kana. It's literally end of. It's only Sora Kana. I am shaking. I am shaking right now. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. Oh, Jesus, man. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save, right? Because, again, we don't know what mini games are coming up. We don't know what's gonna be happening next. It's gone all quiet. Can I give my thought process on this just so you as well? You know what's brutal about this? I promised beyond a shadow of a doubt I would protect Connor no matter what. I promised that. End of, I promised that. But I just extended my hand out to So to save him as well, which is so brutal as well. Now here is in a horrible position. To accept your death even before you know the final person who's getting picked. There's no chance of saving you. There's nothing there. F these guys who made this game, and F them. They're horrific. It's so horrible. I guess it's clear who you'll vote for. I'm tired. As much as I contribute, everyone's going to choose me, right? Kana. Everyone, won't you vote for Kana? Now is the sacrifice on the Keymaster. We can only vote for Sora Kana. There's not even like much to say here. Now this is so brutal. It's so disgustingly brutal. Please, someone save me. Again, she's pleading. She's begging to be saved. The emotional roller coaster this must have given. This is so bad. Wait, what happens now? What happens now? Do we do a versus? Is literally do we make them like? Is that what it is? A versus between each other? That's horrible as well, though. As much as I contribute. Huh? What are you? Oh, she's saying please vote for Kana. Like, vote for me. What are you saying, Kana? I'm sure you understand between So and Kana. Which is no. I'm not having that crap of who is necessary and who isn't. I'm not having that. Oh my god, don't say that. Kana already intended to die from the moment she tried to trade for the Sarah's sacrifice. I know you did. I know you had that resolve. I know you did. Kana. Please, it's about the only thing Kana can do. In exchange, I want you to believe in So. What a freaking character. Because she shadowed So and she started to believe in So greatly. Because when she said, oh, vote for Kana, I thought she meant like vote to save me. But no, she meant like, vote for me. That is so freaking dark. It's so dark. It's brutal. It's absolutely brutal. Because he really is not a bad person. I agree he's not a bad person. I really agree. I agree. Why can't I say anything? Because this is disgustingly painful. As we said, coming into this isn't, again, as I said, this isn't like Ace Attorney where like we know we have to bang the gavel or get the gavel to bang. Even though we know there's a character who's maybe tortured or hurt, we know that they did something wrong, that you still need to bang the gavel in some cases, right? This isn't a situation in Danganronpa where a character did something absolutely horrible and like no matter what, you have to vote for them because they killed someone. Even though I still believe in Danganronpa, like they're victims, all of them are victims as well, but sometimes people do horrible things that really upsets me 110%. This is one of those situations. This is a situation where three people, Kana, So, and Now, do not deserve to die, do not deserve to be picked, do not deserve to be put away. Not that I'm saying anyone in Danganronpa ever deserved to really die. There's some characters I hated, of course. But like, you know what I'm saying? This is a 14-year-old girl. This is an art college student who's one of the loveliest characters you could ever meet. And this is in my opinion, a mentally not all there character who has had a extreme anxiety and paranoia since he got into this game that has led to him being a character that outwardly has tried to hurt people to protect himself. Kana's throwing her life away to protect So. Am I just going to watch in silence? Kana. Don't be ridiculous, Kana. He genuinely has grown to care about Kana. He genuinely has. Self-sacrifice is worthless. You're really a kid, Kana. A thoughtless kid that with a backwards notion that if she dies, he'll solve everything. My feelings won't change. Be quiet, Kana. Oh, he's desperately trying to save her here. I think amongst their schemes, amongst their plotting, amongst whatever happened between the two of them, I think genuinely they've grown attached in terms of like knowing each other. Guys, we have our conclusion. Hurry up and vote. See, are you hating me? Oh. That's brutal. What the hell? You hated me deep down, right? Aren't I awful? He's calling upon like the feelings we had. But we never hated So. It's never been a hatred for So. It's been a what are you doing all the time. But he saw it as hatred because, again, he saw Sarah as someone who was dangerous. You won't get another chance like this. Kana doesn't have any wisdom and can't even hack. I don't care about usefulness, Kana. I never think of humans that way. We're never thinking of you that way. I told you to shut up, Kana. Please remember the first main game. We all chose Kai as the victim. For our survival, we didn't choose because by feelings, but logic. Wasn't that a mistake? Real failure is wavering, Kana. Not trusting your belief is weakness. Stop it! And this time the right thing to do is choose logic so that you can escape. You should choose Kana, all in the tears in her eyes as well. They've grown to care about each other. And not only that, but like Kana has this resolve here to like sacrifice herself. Because she truly believes that So is someone who could get people out of here. So is someone who could move things forward. And I know she believes in him. I know she does. But it's very clear to me from earlier on in this game, from even the moment with Gin, from the moment with Kana earlier as well, So does care about Kana. He does. Jesus, man. Just stop it. So brutal. Because again, the whole thing of like, oh, don't you hate me? Don't you want to kill me? It's him calling on the fact that, again, in his one-sided beef with Sarah, right? His whole perspective is, I am being that person that Sarah's always wanted to get rid of, right? Because he thought she was evil at one point. I think she wants to get rid of me, right? This whole time, she wants to get rid of me. So he's calling on that, again, that notion in his mind where he saw her as the enemy this whole time. Her with the knife. She's the executioner. She can get rid of me. You've wanted to do this whole time, right? You've wanted this. And it's not been Sarah's perspective at all. It's time to vote. No, now? I cannot wait any longer. Touch your vote. Got it. Mr. Policeman. Just voted for... We vote for Kana. Keiji. Thank you very much. It's in a joke. I'm ashamed of you, Keiji. Sacrifice a kid for the sake of adults. That's a demonic choice you just can't make. Now we're having this again. We're talking about the complicated feelings. Even amongst this alliance between the two of these guys, they have like these like disagreements here. They're, again, as we all talk about these characters, they're so good and so characterized in such a fantastic way that like everything they say is definitely personalized into their characters. Keiji heard the speech and like it through this like kind of like I'm not saying like analytical manner, but I think he heard a resolve and said, I'm going to choose Kana. Kitaro's thinking from the perspective of, again, emotions. He is someone who has many times over given into fear. That's his character. He's a scaredy cat. I'm not saying in a bad way. He's a scaredy cat. And at this moment, all he can think about is sacrificing a kid. So he says, no. I'm voting for... Wait, they're telling us all of them? You're right, Kitaro. I don't think Kana's a burden at all. I don't agree. She's not. My vote is for So. Fine by me. Now if we just vote for ourselves, that's 3-2. Again, it should be right. Easy choice for you too, right? I do hate the loner, but it's not like I want him to die. Exactly. This is the thing. It's like I don't want you to die. I don't want So to die. Thomas, if you don't choose me, I'll use you next. No, hey. I know he's. I'm sorry. I just Gin Defense Force got and it took over me there, but I like So's not thinking in the right mind either right now. He's not genuinely threatening Gin here. He's trying to scare Gin, which is not right, but he's trying to scare Gin into doing this because he's desperately trying his best, his very, very best to save Kana here. Save Gin? Save Gin? What does this mean, save Gin? Like, we cast our vote? Suggest a way out? I know suggesting a way out. I don't know what this. How could we even get a way out of this? But I feel like with saving Gin, it's like the pressure should not be on him to decide this tying vote. You don't have to take responsibility. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It should not be. No, oh god, I got this feeling in my stomach. What is? Maybe it's just a way out. Actually, was like maybe there's some way we could get around this, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it's that. I think maybe there's Big Sis Sarah. If you vote for Kana, it'll be tied 3-3. Your vote won't cause anyone to die. Oh, that's what it is. Your vote will. It's okay, Gin. I'll take response. That is brutal, but again, Gin shouldn't be taking the responsibility. I voted for Bucket Girl. Now it's just me. We have to decide. My vote will. Oh my god! Wait. So if we chose just the way out, would the vote be decided by Gin? Again, I wouldn't let that happen. I wouldn't want that to happen. Uh huh. We did it, Sarah. What do you mean? Now? Do you remember the conditions for the sacrifice to win? The sacrifice wins even if it's a tie for... What do you mean? Now gets 2 votes. Now gets 2 votes. So if Sarah picks now right now to survive, she'll pick. She's saying she's gonna pick Sarah. Now gets 2 votes. It'll be a tie for first because Kana has 3 votes. So has 3 votes. And if we pick now, she would also have 3 votes. Now So has 3 votes. Kana has 3 votes. Oh my god! And the sacrifice, I can vote for myself twice. If you vote for me, that's 3 votes for everyone. I can win by a tie for first. Say what? Let's return home together, Sarah? Because Sarah, you won't do that, right? Huh? Oh my god. So, I'm just saying this right now. The 2 that are ruled out. Now in Keiji. It's between So and Kana. And here's the thing. If this is an actual choice. This isn't one of those situations where, like, no matter what, they're going to pick the one to die, it seems. Because, again, no matter what, our vote matters here. Our vote counts so much here. If we vote for... Wait. What if we vote for Keiji? What happens then? I forget what happens then. If we vote for the Keymaster and then there's a tie, what happens if there's a tie? Is it both die when there's a tie? Can I look that up, actually? What happens if there's a tie vote between... It's 2 commoners, right? Wait, would that give me a spoiler? No, I'll see. I'll see. 1 second. Because they explained this. They did explain this. Both will then both will be executed. Yeah, it's no, we can't do that because then that means we're not saving anybody. Here's the thought: we have to go through this thought process, guys. I have to go through this thought process. Kana wants to sacrifice herself, right? But I promised I would protect her. I promised. So wants to die because he wants to protect Kana. So here's the thing. We can't just accept both of them want to die. This isn't a situation where we're going like, oh, Kana's death is the most... how do I say? This isn't a situation where we go like Kana's resolve because she wants to die for So. When So also wants to die for Kana. And while his resolve isn't as clear, it's passionate as well. We can't just say like, oh, she has the most resolve. He also has resolve too. They both want the other one to survive. That's what they want. That's what they both want. This is the toughest choice I've made, I think, in a game in any video game on the channel. I think this is the toughest choice I've ever made. This is the toughest choice I've ever made. I have a save right before this, so if you guys would want this as well, whatever I choose here, I can go back and replay those sections after we finish the chapters or whatever. I can go back and replay the if it's meaty enough, right? If it's one of those situations where a lot of things don't change, then that's different. But like, maybe I could work on a series where we just get the different or now combination, or well, now as well. But then we do like, the different endings. We get the different so or kana combinations. You know what I mean? If that's something that you guys want to see. They'd be like shorter videos, but maybe we showcase like the differences and stuff like that. This is so tough. I'm looking at both pictures and I'm looking in their eyes, and it's like one of the situations where, again, I vowed to protect Kana, but if I protect Kana, how are they going to feel when they're the ones that survive as well? Will this devastate Kana? Will this devastate Soul? Probably. This is legitimately the hardest decision I've ever made. This is legitimately the hardest decision I've ever had to make. I'm so sorry that like I'm just kind of frozen, because I know as soon as you pick someone, it changes everything. It changes the whole dynamic of the story. Because here's the thing, like I think it did in the first game. I don't think it changed anything, right? Am I wrong in saying that? Like in the first game, no matter what, Kai and Joe were gonna die, no matter what. But this seems like it's different. I don't know. We're basically saying who that we want with us for the rest of this game. That's what we're saying, what we want here. Okay. Okay. Since I can't decide, and we will replay these sections, we can replay these sections again, we can redo all this stuff again, we can replay this. If you guys would want me to replay it, we can. I vowed from the start of this game to keep Kana alive. And again, I want to make it clear here. This isn't a hatred for So. This isn't an easy choice for So. The relationship that we developed with So here has been absolutely incredible. But that doesn't mean I can't go back and play the other stuff. But I'm saying in this route here, I made a promise at the start of this game that I would protect Gin and Kana. I made an absolute promise. And that to me is the only deciding factor, the only one. I'm not thinking about who's more useful. I don't give a damn that So was a bit mean. Well, not a bit mean. He was very mean to us. I don't give a damn that So was trying to betray us or manipulating stuff. I don't give a damn. This is a life for me. This is a person. This is a person who's living. I don't care about that stuff right now. I don't even think about that stuff. I'm not thinking about who would I want. Oh, I'd rather have So around me than Kana. I'm not thinking about that either. I'm thinking about the one thing that's the deciding factor in my head, and that's the fact that I promised I would defend Kana and protect Kana. That's the only deciding factor. It's all it is. And this isn't freaking easy. The growth that this poor character has made, this isn't easy whatsoever. But I promise you now, if this does make a meteor different route, I will. Your Turn to Die playthrough is not ending at the end of whatever chapter this ends on. It's not ending. It's not. We'll go back and try the other stuff as well. Displaying results. I feel sick. I feel sick. There it is. There it is. I feel sick. I feel sick that I would ever even have to even think about doing something that I feel sick. That's just fine, Sarah. You hated me enough to kill me, isn't that right? It's not even nearly that. It's not even nearly that. It's not even close to being that. That's true. I did want to kill you. That's why you were mistaken. Is she saying this just to make it easier? Well, then I'll announce the results. Because for me personally, like, I didn't want to kill him. I didn't want to kill him. The fact that that's, like, I don't know if that's her trying to make him feel better, if that's how she truly feels, but I don't personally see it that way. At all. The Keymaster was Keiji Shinogi, and the Sage was Katara Burgerberg. The sacrifice was Naoi Ikoro. And now is gone as well. Jesus Christ. This is your answer, Sarah. And this is what's so freaking awful about this as well. I'm sorry, it's so freaking awful. The fact that, like, this is how this game works and how, like, and it's not their fault. Psychologically, it's what they're thinking. Oh, so your decision is to kill me, Sarah. Now, so your decision is to kill me, not to save Kana. Right? And I'm not trying to get angry at these characters, because that's what this game does to you. In Sarah's mind, and now is mine now, it's like, oh, Sarah chose not to save me. Now. It's strange, I couldn't stop shaking from fear. But the moment you decided that stopped, I'm glad. Oh, I didn't have to betray you all. I'm glad I could beat you. I should be saying that if you weren't around now. Thank you. Now, I wonder if I'll meet the professor. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wanted to finish that painting. Plus time for the execution. How about just go F yourself? Wait. Miss Sarah, take this. No! F off! What? I don't want to die. Don't push it. Begin. What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you joking me? Oh, there's not... Oh, my God. This is so horrible. Oh, we have to press... Oh, my God, I'm not looking. We have to press it. That is so brutal. Oh, I don't even think I was pressing it. I was pressing the wrong button. Am I even pressing it properly? That's pressing. Oh my God. Oh, Jesus freaking Christ. It's disgusting. That's so disgusting. Now expired. They're intentionally giving this to Sarah. They're intentionally... I don't give a damn what the... What? Professor? I'm sorry. The present I was going to give to you, I still couldn't finish it. That's all right. You'll have plenty of time now. Yes. This is so freaking brutal, man. It's so brutal. They're giving this button, I don't give a doubt, they're giving this button to Sarah on purpose. On purpose, of course they are. They want her involved in these debts for some reason. I couldn't push the button. Did I not press it? Now it says you didn't want to die. I didn't press it again. Oh, maybe I didn't press it enough. I think I pressed the wrong button. I couldn't protect them. Oh, that's terrible. They died again. Next is So. Wait. Stop it already, please, Safalin. I need to activate the device. Don't kill So. Don't kill our ally, please. This is what Sarah actually feels. This is what Sarah actually feels. Ally. Worthless, so worthless. You don't have any last words, do you? I'll begin with the I'm not gonna die? Huh? What? 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 So? What did you do? So? Your collar? What? What? It's Utah that really has a defense system. What did he just do? Huh? Weapons? Oh no. Oh. They gave us like one last bit of hope and him being defiant in this. After all I did. Maybe I should have believed in everyone. It's not about that whatsoever. It's not about that I did not choose this because you didn't believe in us. Miss Sarah. There's actually just one thing wrong with your reasoning. I'll tell you what it is. My final present. Where did So go? Wait, what? Like, I genuinely thought they were giving us a moment of that So was going to survive, but in actuality, it was like a last bit of defiance. It seems to be. My feet move as if they're guided by something. Some sort of premonition is calling me. Room of rubble? This is so freaking horrible. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? So's body is limp. No, you can't. Even after you got your collar off? You said you wouldn't let the kidnappers do what they wanted, right? Please, please respond. I keep shaking him, but he isn't moving a muscle. He's not breathing. So it's already expired. It's so freaking bad. Even so, everyone just keeps dying. Whatever I do, as much as I struggle, it was all meaningless. I'm powerless. I can't stand up anymore. Oh, what's this now? Yeah, what was his gift? I hear noise from the monitor. Why is this on, I wonder? Because he wanted to give something. No, that doesn't matter. I don't think... No. I was going to change now. My actions can't affect anything. Everyone is dying. Just like So here. Something's off. Why is So in this position? Don't tell me So was trying to... He was! He said he'd give you a gift! And closing the keyboard by his hands, there's bloodstains from using it. Did So turn on this monitor? But for what? I looked at the monitor. What? 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 Is this some kind of joke again? There was a familiar face. The face of my best friend who was always in school. Joe. Is that Sarah? What's going on with me? Inconceivable. It's not a hallucination. No, it's not. It's not. So freaking made this AI. I know he did. Or he made this AI appear. But that doesn't matter to me right now. Joe, is that you, Joe? Yeah. Sarah? Sarah, what are you crying for? I couldn't do anything. I killed you. Even though you didn't kill him. You did not. It's the people who run this game is who killed him. Sarah, but still. I vowed to everyone that we would escape together. They've kept dying. Rest of Mishima and Kai and Alice and now and So. I can't protect anyone. I can't save anyone. I can't do anything. I would love to just destroy everyone who ran this game. My heart has buckled under. Get a hold of yourself. Joe. When'd you become such a whiner? I mean... Those tears don't suit you, Sarah. Why? You're so cold, Joe. You know... We were hanging out all the time before we even knew it, huh? Having stupid talks on summer break. Buying junk food after school. And getting Ryoga laughing at us. And when my grades tanked, you were the one freaking out. Sarah and I were asked to go study. Oh, I remember all those dumb requests you made me to sing karaoke. I sang what all I had, and so you were cracking up. Oh, this music as well. What the hell? Every day was super fun, man. And when bad stuff happened and it wasn't fun, you were there talking to me. Sarah. Oh. I feel nothing but gratitude for you. Gratitude? I don't know about all this betrayal or dying. I don't have any memory of that part. But I know this. This music is so beautiful. But it's killing me. You'll always make choices I can trust, Sarah. Joe, were you thinking I hated you or something? Oh, this is so important. This is so freaking important. I am drenched in tears. Don't put me down, Sarah. I'm not a self-righteous guy. I'm gonna smile as well. So don't cry anymore, Sarah. So cheeky when you're Joe of all people. Sarah, It'll always follow you. You look like a dog. That's right.
So usually your turn to die is the last recording of the day. I got like 2 more things to record after this. I don't know why I did that. Guess I should say, well, it's hard for a guy and a girl to say this sort of stuff to each other, but I love you, Sarah. Oh, fuck. I always wanted to say that too. Oh, you're my best friend. My throat hurts from crying, man. I won't cry anymore. That makes one of us. That makes one of us. I won't lose. Please always watch me for a close by. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Joe. And also, thank you so. It was always clinging to me. The false hallucination I created, yeah. Oh my god, I won't look at it anymore. I'll move forward. And I'll end this 10th game. Sad, of course, Reiko's looking for us. Of course, she's the first person as well. I'm okay now. My heart hurts right now so badly. That look on your face. Listen to me, everyone. We aren't going to kill each other anymore. They won't make us do that ever again. Oh, Sarah. I'm going to end the death game. I'm on board no matter how tricky our opponent. I'm going to fight too. That's right, I'll avenge now, and Alice. I don't want anyone to die either. My heart is so sore right now. I'll make them learn Soul's regret. I won't submit anymore. Everyone is prepared. We won't lose our way. Let's claim our future. What a... Your turn to... Whoa! Oh. Oh, what now? Who are you? Who are you? The Riddler? Like, who are you? What are you? You're... Huh? I'm glad you found... What you talking about? What? What are you talking about? The final one? To beginning the final chapter. Wait! But people said the final chapter wasn't out yet. Wait, is it? Oh, is only part of it out? Can you hear me? Yes. Glad you responded. I'd like to know soon about that death game you were involved in. What? I would like to not even like think right now. I would like to like go and curl up somewhere. I'm not gonna need a mug of tea after this. I'm gonna need to get a freaking bucket. I'm gonna borrow Connor's helmet and get a freaking bucket of tea. It's not anything too difficult, as I'm begging you. Oh, retrace memories. It's like a recap. We don't need this. We didn't. If you guys want me to watch this, I can go back and watch it later. But I think I can see what it's like, but I might just skip through it. Oh yeah, no, I'm skipping through this. The last time it was interesting to see the narration, but like we know everything that freaking happened. What? Oh, I missed something here. Wait, what was it? Oh god, I missed what it said. I thought it was just gonna be the same recap. That's my bad, guys. Let me see now. It's a question to see who died. Yes, maybe it's just. Let me see. I don't know if this is just a way to like add on to the story. Exactly. Okay, so or maybe it's just testing us. Yeah, we can definitely skip through parts of this though, right? For sure. Yeah. So the next question is, which one of these two died? It was So. These are gorgeous art. I hate that they're paired with this stuff as well. Yes. Because it's gorgeous artwork. Yeah, I remember it just literally happened, but this obviously was between months probably as well, right? This is probably between so many different stages and stuff like this as well. So like I totally get like why it might not be I think there's only 6 remain. I totally get why they would have to do maybe a recap and see people are on their toes. It probably is between months or years. Game. See, the thing is, like, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm critiquing the game, because I think that I generally think this is one of the greatest games I've ever played on the channel in terms of like a narrative. Like I like the characterizations, all this is it's perfect. But I want to make it clear that I feel like one thing that this game should do is let you save to the menu in between chapters. I really feel like they should let you do that, because I think they let us do it in the first chapter, but they stopped us doing it afterwards. I think that whilst it's not that I can't connect with the story that's happening afterwards, something big just happened. I usually need to like settle and think about it. And I think one of those situations here that's happening now with this is that like it takes me a second, but I have to like recalibrate my brain to the situation that's right in front of me now as well. Okay, I just want to make that clear. That's just one little tiny thing I think they should be able to do in this game. Kana was always with her big sister because she loved her a lot, but Kana was always just a bother to her. No, you weren't. Even the time when it mattered most, she couldn't do anything. She thought she was hated. But that message made her remember that surely her big sister was watching over her. That she had to stay strong on her own. But well, the truth is she knew that it wasn't her sister. She knew it was so. There are people who tried to protect Kana. There's people who worked to encourage her. She doesn't want anyone else to die. Because they're all such kind people. Oh my god, Kana. Okay, maybe it's ending now. Everyone on this floor will be closed off soon. Please. Oh, we're going. I've grown so accustomed to this floor. Sorry, we're going to move. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Miss Sarah, could it be that you're cured of my hallucinations? You mean? He's so golden and glowing here, right? Like if Ryoko saw this like as well, she'd be like, okay, I guess like this is my man forever. You know what I mean? He's glowing. He's adorable. Like he's always been sweet. You know. He's always been sweet. I tortured myself my own hallucinations, my own making. That's what the whole point was. The AI of Joe, right? Which is like the idea of like, yes, it was her own estimation of Joe, and Joe even said, "You're thinking too less of me." But I've woken up now, and we won't lose to the likes of you. Tell him. Right. Best of luck then, Miss Sarah. Just what I come to expect. You always stand right back up, Sarah. It's not like it's on my power alone. You mean so? Can't say I had a handle on him up to the very end, because I keep getting used to falling for our lies. But it's the truth that he tried to protect Kana. It is true. It's factual. Guess so. Kana, don't go thinking about giving yourself up ever again. I love the Reiko's like, hey, don't scare me like that ever again. You gotta give kidnappers a beating, the beating that someone would have given them. Ain't that right? Yes. Oh, I love the determination. And not just for So, for Now too. Oh, poor Now. That's why we got to pull all the stops now. And first up is the next floor, because it'll kind of throw a wrench in things in our collars if our collars activate. We'll restart our escape plan once we're on the next floor. Meow. I love the determination. This time, let's escape for sure. Kana has clearly changed. I might say she's gotten stronger. Which is great. Would each sacrifice you change? Of course. That's right, so no one's death will be in vain. Let's get a move on, everyone. After you, partner. And that's a save for the game. Yeah, okay, that wasn't that bad to go through again as well. We got to have like a determined moment at the end, which probably is going to be a saving grace for me as well.
I feel devastated beyond belief. My heart and brain feels fried. For once, the yapper of all the yappers is finding it hard to speak. To explain my feelings right now, yes, my brain is fried. My eyes are kind of you know when your eyes get kind of like a little weird after you cry. My heart is beating fast. I feel like I'm in a different universe. I want to say this before we do anything. The moment to moment from So taking off his collar to the moment with Joe at the end of this, and then this moment here with everyone determined to fight back against this stuff. I think this is this game's magnum opus. I think this is this game's moment. And I think this game has so many incredible moments. It's so well written. It's so beautifully written. But I think the moment from So taking off his collar to that final moment of that chapter, it embodies Your Turn to Die so well for me. But this game is something that has so many things to be proud of. Like, again, in terms of characterization, this game is one of the greatest games I've ever played. The fact that every single moment is personalized to the character is incredible. There's never a moment where like a character just says something for the sake of saying something. Because you know, sometimes in games you'll have characters be like, wait, I wonder if it's like underground, you know, just to add something to the story. Instead, you'll have Kana be like, Kana's scared that this might be underground. So it's something so small, but it shows her character, you know? Or instead of having like instead of having Katara be like, you know, guys, I'm scared that I might die. Instead, he like lashes out at people and all. Like everything is like personalized. Everything is personalized. So I want to make clear it's a fantastic game, but I think this is like the greatest moment of the game. It is a proof of why the game should exist in a way, you know? And the reason I say this is because that it embodies everything. And we can say as well, I want to make clear, let's just say like also from the moment that we had to do the vote for the vote as well, it could also be added that too. Because I want to just like, for my ending discussion here with you guys, I want to talk about just like, again, from that moment where we realized that now was the sacrifice to the end of this whole chapter was just an insane run of a story. Absolutely insane. And the way I put it is this. Now being the sacrifice is the game's cruelty, that this game does cruelty. It has a meaning behind it, but it does cruelty like no one else's business. It's crazy. What they did with by the way, that instant death switch, I think because I was using controller, so I forgot like what way to click, and I feel terrible. I thought I was pressing well. I think I just made things worse, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, when she became the sacrifice, it was a moment that like you will never forget of like she is dead, and they let you sit with it. When Gashu ended his own life, it is a moment where you realize this is how determined he is, and now is gone, now is dead. And this game is very good at giving these moments and making you sit with them, making you deal with it. And then we had the vote for Kana or So, and we see that the relationship that is developed between Kana and So. And obviously Kana knows So is a good dude because from her perspective, that text that she got was something that she sees as an unbelievably good thing from his perspective. And also, again, I think what happened with Kana and So, in my estimation of the relationship, is the fact that, like, yes, they were scheming with each other. Yes, like, Kana was working with So because she had no one else to work with. But I think over that time, especially in a situation like this where you're in close quarters all the time, you're going to grow close with people. You will. Very quickly, right? I guarantee you, like, because I think one of the things that always frustrates me about people who watch movies and watch TV shows and all this stuff too, whenever I see someone reacting to a TV show and they go like, wait, Why is like Gerald and Geraldina crying? They only knew each other a day. It's like, yeah, but they were being chased by a killer for a whole day. They were trapped inside a mine shaft. They saved each other from falling in the mine shaft multiple times, and in the end they killed the monster themselves. Why are they crying and hugging each other like they love each other? It's like they've just been through something together that would force, the worst of enemies together. And I'm not saying that like it's, because I don't know the definition of trauma, but that's what I'm saying, trauma bonding. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that like if you're in close quarters with people, if you're all going through the same relatable thing, if you're all going through something absolutely terrifying, within days you will know that person almost like the inside of your head. Even if you don't know them personally, you will be used to their presence like nobody's business, and you will get to know them on some levels. It just will happen. It just will. So whenever I see people going like, what, like how So and Kana like we're buddies and stuff, I guess, well, you have the text. You have So clearly caring about Kana as well, but you also have the knowledge that in this game, look how close we got to Reiko so quickly, and now and Gin. Look how quickly that happened. And we say that can't happen. Of course it happened with So and Kana as well. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But yeah, that moment where we have to choose, and again, my deciding factor, as I said this, my only deciding factor in this whole game, the reason why I chose So was not because I wanted So to die. In fact, you're taking out probably the most interesting element out of the entire game, right? But I don't think about like, that I think about what my decision was. My decision was, all this time, since the start, I said I would protect Kana and defend Kana and make sure she survives. That was the only deciding factor in my whole decision. There wasn't anyone who's useful, who's scary, who do I trust, who do I not trust. This was just that deciding factor. That's all it was. There's nothing in between. There's nothing to read in between the lines. I don't hate So. In fact, I actually quite like him. There's nothing there whatsoever. But the moment that So took off his collar and ran away, the reason why I said that this is like its magnum opus, its embodiment of your turn to die, is because we just had the most brutal death ever with Now. And then we have the same thing that just happened with So. When he took off his collar, the first thing that you feel is what this game is good at making you feel. He's getting away. The hopefulness. Oh my god. Then what happens? Instantly he's like shot down. Instantly he's cut open. The game draws you back and takes away your hope intentionally. On purpose. That's just plain and simple what it was trying to do there. And the reason why I say that type of stuff embodies the game so well, because they're so good at like giving you hope, dashing it, giving you more hope and dashing, and giving you hope in the end as well, that you can move forward and do something amazing as well. Like, and then having So run all the way to the rubbled room, using this AI. Because he said that you got it wrong. You got something wrong. Because I think in his mind, he's like, well, you hated me. It's like, well, you got me wrong. My personality wrong. And he activated the Joe AI and probably was working on that. And I genuinely think, my theory is that when he found out that Sarah actually wasn't trying to kill him, and that Sarah wasn't maybe involved with all this stuff here as well, maybe, I think that he probably started working on this to kind of be like, olive branch in some ways, in my view. And maybe you guys have a different theory about that. Maybe there's a different thing that we're going to find out. If it is something we're going to find out, I don't want to know about it, of course. If it hasn't happened in the game, you do not discuss it. That's just end of. You do not discuss it. So activated this AI in his final moments here for Sarah. And it almost felt like it was an apology for his actions. Which again were driven by, in my view, mental health and anxiety and his paranoia that came with his anxiety of not wanting to die. That's where that came from. He activated the Joe AI in those last moments so that Sarah could have a final gift. So that Sarah could move forward and do... Because I think in those moments, in that moment embodies so much about So as well. An apology. He knows at this point that she's now... Maybe it's a thank you for saving Kana as well. He knows that she's probably the one that's most capable of saving everybody. So he needs her in tip-top shape. All these things all together. It feels like that's what it is. And it could just be him do something nice as well. I think it's all those things all encompassed all together. So activated this AI, which to me was one of the most heart-wrenching moments ever, because from Joe's death, and I need to make everything clear here when I say this. I'm not trying to be bad to Sarah about this. This is just the truth. Sarah, in a very not so nice way, forgot who her friend was. She forgot who Joe was. And because of her trauma, and because of her self-blame and how much she hated herself, she truly believed that Joe would also hate her as well. Because what other explanation can you have other than, oh, he must hate me for killing him? Quote unquote killing him, even though it wasn't her. I want to make that clear. It wasn't her. So that moment is so important in this game, because while it wasn't the real Joe, it is the AI of Joe that is his consciousness. And Joe got to say everything that he would want to say before he moved on. I love you. I loved hanging out with you. The times we had together were amazing. I wouldn't trade them for the world. We had a fantastic time together. All those things together. He got to say those things. And Sarah got to realize something. My Joe would never, ever, ever want me to suffer. My Joe would never make me depressed. This is the guy who would have died for me. This is the guy who would have died for me and Ryoko. This is one of the most important moments and one of the most well-written moments of this game. Because this is something that has held her captive and hostage since the end of chapter 1. It has been her... It has been another kidnapper for herself in her own mind. And she's able to let go of that finally because she got to talk to Joe. And sometimes, you know what's so crazy, guys? A lot of people, again, think that it takes years to get away from this trauma, of course, and all this stuff as well. But sometimes, have you ever had a thing? And this is such a bad analogy because it's not comparable. But I'd say, when you think someone hates you, and it tears you up inside, and you're not going to see them for a few weeks or something, you think, oh, this person hates me, right? And then you meet up with them eventually, and they're like, oh, hey, bro, how's it going? And you're like, whoa. My mind tricked me completely into thinking that this person would hate me. And in this case, that's what happened to Sarah. The trauma that she saw there, and her way of, and this was her way of dealing with this. Because everyone deals with that in different ways. Her way of dealing with it was to blame herself. Because it was a survivor's guilt. It was a thing where oh, my best friend just died. Sometimes people do that to come to terms with stuff. They go oh, it's all my fault. And that can be a few things. That can be so oh, I hope no one, if not hope no one's going to, but people are going to blame me, so I'll blame myself. Right? Or it's a thing where I feel so bad that I'm alive and they died. It's my fault. Why do I get to live? Joe would hate me. And that moment when they pressed their hands together, I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. Because she deserved to have this moment. To know that she was not only loved, but she was cared about from Joe. Joe loved her, right? I think it's a friendship love. You could say, because he adored Ryoko. I know some people might be no, they were in love, but I think, I think it could be that, but to me, it's more like a friendship thing because I you can say I love you to your friend. And I think it's a really beautiful thing as well that he said there as well. I love you. It's a really fabulous thing that happened there as well. One of the most genuinely, beautifully impactful moments ever in this game. And then Sarah stepped out of that room, thankful of So, thankful of Joe, and moving on to the next room now. After everyone gains its determination. And I feel like what is about to happen now is that we've always had a Sarah that's been very protective of people and is very good in this game. But now we have a Sarah that accepts that it's not her fault that all this has happened. That accepts that she was loved and cared about. That accepts that this was never a war between her and So. It was a war between us and the main game. This Sarah is leveled up in a way, you know what I mean? It's a leveled up Sarah. I I want to comment on now because I don't want to just have it be, because again, it's intentional that the game has such a quick death for now, and it's brutal, it's disgusting, and then they move on very quick. Because again, this game is trying to express to you those feelings. It's like, yeah, we killed now. Go on with your story, you know? It's trying to, that's what they want. They want it to be devastating. Now died after having the biggest emotional roller coaster of her life. She didn't get the emotional goodbye. She didn't get the tears in her face as she, you know, hugged all of us. No one does in this game. She got brutally destroyed here and killed. One of the most gentlest, loveliest characters in the world. And again, that embodies your turn to die. Someone who did not deserve to die in any way, shape, or form died. I'm so glad that Kana is bringing the determination of So with her forward. I'm so glad that all of us are bringing this determination forward, because we definitely need it when we're going to, you know, face off with this evil organization or corporation or whatever you want to call it. We need this. We need this desperately. I'm emotionally exhausted. I'm emotionally devastated. I'm just so devastated. But yeah, I think in terms of writing, it's one of the most incredible moments from start to finish there. Even from the collar moment, of course, but also from the moment where we found out now was a sacrifice all the way to the end. It's like one of the best things they've ever done in this video game. Or any video game. Just to also comment on the relationship with So and Sarah. I think that to put a pin in their whole relationship, this is my view of the relationship. So came into this game thinking he was going to die. So he tried everything in his power to change himself so that he would have more of a chance of survival. He looked at Sarah as someone who has a chance to kill him because she's so high up on the list, but not only that, he saw her as maybe a bit of a manipulator as well. Because in his mind, he had to manipulate and lie and scheme to survive this game. And that's why he did it. Over time, I think he realized that she didn't have those intentions to do this, but by the time that was there, it was already too late. There was going to be a budding friendship between the two of them, like in terms of hanging out with each other. But he eventually accepted that he needed to reach out for Sarah for help. Little did we know that in the end, his journey for help was actually to help Kana mostly, more than anything. In the end, So I believe gave the ultimate olive branch to Sarah, and that was the Joe AI. And she, in my view, So as I said, gave everyone the best fighting chance ever, because a Sarah that now is unburdened by a fake notion of who her friend is a way more dangerous Sarah than anything ever before that they had facing him. And also we have Sarah's dad showing up in the end, by the way, dressed as the Riddler. Like, I have no idea, like, what's going to happen there as well. Is that's going to be later in the game? Who knows? It's crazy. So many crazy things happening, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna... I think I will replay sections of this game if you guys want to see it after we're finished everything, because I want to follow through on my choices now, and then I think the stuff I want to replay is probably just this choice here. That's what I want to do. I'm going to miss So, because he is, like, legitimately, like, I think he was the best character in the game in terms of writing, which says a lot. Which says a lot. But we have people to defend now and people to protect. It says final chapter, but I imagine that, like, it's not, the whole thing isn't out yet. I guess we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure we'll know in some ways. I also want to talk about the journey of Now really quickly as well. Not really quickly, but you know what I mean. Now is a character I feel like came into the story a lot more like hopeful than other characters. She lost someone that she looked up to greatly. The trauma of that nearly destroyed her completely. She stepped up to the plate later on after all these situations and tried her best to make to take the burden off of Sarah. And what's so crazy about that, if you're talking about, like, you know, devastating writing, The fact that the burden of like making her death quote unquote quick at the end was on us when she was trying to take the burden away from us this whole time. It's devastating that she didn't get to go out and make this painting. She's a character that has been such a beautiful person to have on her side. And once again, just another unfair death. Just an absolutely unfair death of someone who went through so much trauma and so much pain and didn't get to come out the other side of it. So guys, if you want to see these videos here, you can do some on YouTube members or on Patreon. And you can see that for €1 or whatever is in your currency on YouTube members on Patreon. That's the lowest tier. If you want your name going by in the text credits, that's €10 or whatever it is in your currency as well. And if you want to hear your name read out at the end of every single video, that's €15. And first we'll read out the patrons first. That being Typharo2, Jamie Bull, Janet the Banana, The Ghost of Minizuma, Felicitas Felix, Yuld, Anusta, Yasassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, Heike Kasparian, Neo Showerite, Leah 200, Malcolm Kunde, and at the highest tier of my YouTube members, Blasco and Lucinagi. See you guys soon. Bye-bye.